Hi everybody, this is Heather from CysterWigs.com, and today I'm bringing you a review of a Noriko wig. This one is called Bryn, and she is a very pretty sort of modified layered bob. Very, very cute color too. The color on this is one of my favorite auburns. This is Irish Spice R. And Irish Spice is 3 different colors in one, in addition to a dark root. This has a dark brown root, as you can see here. And I always like to get rooted shades with the Noriko line because they have basically they rely on permatease to keep the structural integrity of their styles intact. And that permatease is very well camouflaged with the darker root. And the base shade of this particular color is a bright medium auburn. It's equivalent to the Jon Renau 30A a bit, but maybe just a hair brighter. On top of that, you also have some dark auburn, so a 33. And then this coppery color you see here is the Noriko Dark Rust, which is a light brown that is infused with auburn. So very, very pretty, and it adds a very nice contrast to the other reds in here. So very, very pretty highlighted shade and very, very pretty root as well. So I like this cut. I think it's super flattering. Has a lot of body up here by way of permatease. I do think that it's heavy, but then again, I tend to think all Noriko wigs are a little bit heavy, and that's simply because the hair fibers themselves, if you looked at them under a microscope, they're actually thicker in consistency. They're wider around than the premium pseudo-European looking synthetic hairs. So if you buy from a line, say like Jon Renau or even Ellen Villa, the hair is going to be much, much thinner and finer than something you're going to get from the Noriko line. The Noriko hair feels nice, but it also feels very much like high fashion fiber to me. And that tends to add to the bulk. This is almost a 4-ounce wig, and in something this short, that's kind of heavy, considering that you could get a mid-length human hair wig, which is much denser and much heavier than synthetic hair, for about 6 ounces. So that, putting it into perspective, these wigs tend to be a little heavier. Now I also get a lot of emails from people and some comments on my website about how when people buy these Noriko wigs, they're disappointed that they can only get 3 months out of them, and they think that it's their fault somehow that they're not styling them correctly or they're not using the right products. Let me tell you, it's not you. It's these wigs. They're marketed to look like they're really high-end, but they're actually just really high-quality, high-fashion wigs. And I can say that with fair amount of confidence, considering that I've handled hundreds of wigs at this point in my career. So they are very nice wigs, and for the price, they're excellent wigs. This wig retails for, you know, MSRP is supposedly around $204. I've seen it most places about $160, and you could probably get it somewhere else for cheaper than that too. I know on my site, this wig, this one in Irish Spice, is $105. So you should pick it up there. Shameless plug, because this is an advertisement. So anyway, so yeah, this wig is very nice for the price, and if you can get it on sale, it's even better, because it's very, very flattering, but please don't expect to get more than 3 months out of it, because 3 months you're doing really, really well. 3 months is the amount of time you can expect to get out of this wig if you treat it like gold. If you're rough on your hair, it's only going to give you about a month, because it's a high fashion wig. They're not designed to last for months and months and months. And to be perfectly frank, even the best quality synthetic hair wig is probably only going to get you about 6 months of wear if you wear it every day and you treat it like gold. If you're really concerned about getting your bang for your buck and the longevity of your hair, think about investing in a human hair wig. There are some pros and cons to that. The biggest con being that, you know, you have to style it. But the biggest pro is that it lasts forever. Not forever, forever, but I mean, a year is not unheard of, and 2 years is also not unheard of if you get a really good quality human hair wig and treat it well. So nice little tangent there. Sorry about that, but I know a lot of people who are very devoted to the Noriko line because they have very beautiful marketing photos, and you know, they're owned by the same company that owns like Revlon Wigs and, you know, a whole bunch of other companies. So they know what they're doing, and they make very cute styles that are very, very flattering. They give you a lot of hair. The colors are gorgeous and vibrant because they're high fashion colors. And you know, this wig is no exception. Bryn is beautiful. But I just want to make sure that you have realistic expectations of what you're going to get from your hair when you buy it. Because the last thing I want is for you to feel like you've somehow been duped by me or a wig manufacturer, when in real life it was just the expectations weren't really realistic for what you're going to get out of a synthetic wig. You know, I treat my wigs like they're babies, and I collect them, and I treat them very, very gently. And still, I had a Cameron that I wore to work at the latter half of last year, and I only got about 2 months out of it. And I treat them very, very well. It's just after a while they start to shed, and especially with these kinds of wigs, the perma-tee starts to fail when you wash it after a while. And this has just a ton of perma-tees in it. The perma-tees extends all the way here and all the way back, but it's what makes it so full and gives it all this gorgeous body that helps make it so flattering on rounder faces. So there. I love these little bloop bloop bloops in the front. I don't know what you call them, so I just call them that. I just love all these layers. I think that that's really sexy. And then here is the back. The Noriko hair moves marvelously, and it feels great right out of the box. It's a great fiber. And then here's this side. Technically, you can part this wig in any direction you want because it's all perma-tees on top, so you're going to get the same effect no matter where you part it. And just to demonstrate that, I'm going to part it on this side, just so you can see what it looks like with a slightly more dramatic side part. And I'm just using a wide tooth comb to accomplish this. See, this is such a cute cut. What a cute cut. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it so much. Definitely very, very, very flattering. So let me go ahead and take this off so you can take a look at what the cap looks like. Now, I find that all Noriko wigs fit a little snug on me, though I wouldn't say that this wig is uncomfortable by any stretch of the imagination. And if you have an average size head, this is going to fit like a dream. It's going to be great. So here is the front. You can see that really beautiful dark root there. And then all this area here with all that lace, that is all perma-teased. And hence why I'm glad I have this white background. So if you see any of the flyaways popping up, that's all perma-tease. But you can tame that really easily, and like I said earlier, it will settle naturally with wear. And then the rest of the back is open wefted and stretchy because it's bound with elastic. And it's adjustable, kind of like a bra strap here on the side. And a little tag saying that I'm not fibbing about what this is. And so here's an up close shot of that color. You can really see those little pops of that dark rust. Dark rust by itself, by the way, is kind of a hideous color, but when it's blended in like this, it's really pretty. It just really makes this color stand out. Very, very pretty. I actually think that, for instance, when Envy developed their lighter red color, they were probably trying to accomplish this. They were probably trying to pull off their own version of the Irish Spice R. But the problem is that the Envy line, their colors are so much more saturated. They're so much richer and so much more like salon fresh that the color blend in the Envy lighter red that's supposed to be like this actually kind of clashes. It doesn't look right at all because the colors are just way too saturated and rich. These colors are very rich too, but they have they're much more natural looking than the Envy auburns. And so even though this still looks fairly fashiony and salon fresh, it's by no means a jarring, dissonant kind of blend. The blend is very pretty, and the colors all seem to go together very, very well, at least in my opinion. Very pretty auburn. And I'm happy to report I've been getting a lot of people emailing me saying that they're glad that I review wigs in reds. And I think that's just because a good red is hard to find. They're really hard to find. Because, you know, you never know when they're going to pull too brassy or too blue or too orange, or you never know. So I like to try them out because that way then we'll all know and we can all make informed decisions about our purchases. So very pretty wig that doesn't require much effort to style. You just kind of play around with it till it goes where you want it to. So there you go. This has been Bryn by Noriko in the color Irish Spice R. Thanks for watching and have a great night. Bye-bye.